Hello everyone, Brett here, Lionheart84. Just a final quick report on my Loquats early in spring, middle of March. Just wanted to show you what had happened to the flowers. They did have several inflorescences on these two plants. They're both grafted ones. We've got Oliver and Mrs. Cookson. Same thing that, well, it's the first year this is flowered actually, but the same thing that often happens to Loquats in my area. Because the plants are quite immature and they're quite exposed and they're in pots, unfortunately the flower inflorescences, and it has had quite a few, are completely destroyed by a combination of cold and wet. If they were particularly large trees and perhaps in a sheltered corner of a large garden, or of course if you're in central London, that extra protection makes a big difference to the flowers surviving. And of course on a large tree, quite a lot of the flowers will tend to be lower down in the canopy, which means that the flowers tend to get protected from both excessive wet and excessive frost, both of those which are, we haven't had a particularly cold winter, and we did have a few very cold nights in January, but basically this is these are all, obviously they're not set because there were no insects around to help them set, but I've got two varieties side by side, so cross-pollination is not the issue, but it's simply the fact that these inflorescences are completely rotted away from the water and the cold. But I thought it was worth showing. What is nice to see is, of course, come mid-March, lots of new growth coming out. Now this new growth will form the shoots that would flower next year, or should flower next year. So provided I keep the plants healthy, I'm likely to get flowers again next year. Whether or not I'll ever get fruit set in my garden remains to be seen. I wouldn't like to hold my breath, but on the whole the plants are looking quite healthy. Just the odd yellow leaf which you would normally expect in winter, a little bit of spotting from the damp and cold. Whether or not I should feed them, I'll have to decide. These are grafted on quince rootstocks, but I'm obviously hoping one day that I might possibly see a handful of fruits, but we've still got some wait for that to happen, I suspect. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Do remember to share the video, subscribe to my channel and click on that bell to know when new videos are coming out. See you all soon. Brett out for now.